We are live from Millbridge Village Camp Resort in Ronks, Pennsylvania, smack dab in the middle of Amish country. I'm Steve Turtle, and I am your host tonight for the WORKAMPER'S show. I know all of you RVers that have been around a while have a lot of advice. Tonight, we're going to talk about what advice would you give to a brand new RVer, somebody that's brand new. What advice would you give? We're going to talk a little bit about that. So if you're a return visitor, welcome back. I appreciate you coming by. If you've never been here before, you should consider subscribing and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. It's great to see everyone. Got a bunch of people over here. B-Bear was first in the house. We got Lillian's Corner. She's here in the house. And Rose, I'm going to mess up your last name. Grenard. It's good to have everybody here. Had a rough afternoon. A lot of stuff going on. Crazy. You know, Friday night, everybody checking in, trying to get into the campground. It's a mess. Picnic tables coming up missing. We had a picnic table that walked itself over to the playground, about 50 yards. I don't even know how it got over there. Guy shows up, says, "Where's my picnic table?" Had to track it down. Fire rings do the same thing. All right, B-Bear's in here. She was first, and I'll tell you what, Oregon's on fire. She says she's okay. She's surrounded by water and concrete. But yeah, that's a mess up there between Oregon and Northern California. They got a mess going on with the fires. I dropped a few links into the chat. Our super chat supporters last week, I dropped those links in there for their channels. And I dropped the link to Wednesday's video. And that's where the question from the super chat giveaway is coming from. RV on the wayside's here in the house. How you doing, Donovan? It's good to have you here. Now, Donovan's going to have a live stream Saturday night. So that's going to be a hoot because he does a pretty good live stream. I'm enjoying it. Frank Mitson's here, all the way from Bedford, Pennsylvania. As I said before, Lillian's Corner's here. I hope I don't miss someone. Rowdy One, my buddy from up the street. He's here in the house. Said he came in at 1 o'clock so he could be first, but I think YouTube deleted him. I'm sorry, Rowdy. It was not my fault. Camping Therapy's here. She's one of our moderators. Thank you, Doreen. I appreciate you doing that. And don't forget to drop your link from time to time, too. Doreen has a YouTube channel as well. And she's got a pretty good channel over there. Go check her out. Midlife Journey was here. They're out west in Yellowstone. They're working at the IMAX Theater. And their shift conflicts with Steve Turtle's show. So I think he ought to call off sick and watch the show, but that's okay. They got to make a living. Rose is from Evansdale, Iowa. Bill Morgan's here, and he had a comment, and I think it goes along with what advice would you give a new RVer, and that is, have a good sense of humor when getting into your parking spot and keep your sense of humor at all times. And that's true, Bill. Weekend RVing is here in the house, and I appreciate it. Thank you for showing up. James Cantonese, how are you, sir? Thank you for moderating. I appreciate that, and welcome to the show. I think Donovan did a countdown. Northwoods RV, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. William Dixon, he's here in the house. Hello, William. I don't know. Am I too loud? My wife says I yell. I don't know. It's sort of a soldier thing. Linda Barker, good to see you. How are you? Looks like Susan from New Horizons sent a few people over here for a raid. I appreciate that, Susan. No, Gus is not here, William. Nope. This is a no Gus zone. I'm okay with Gus. Gus is like anybody. He's okay until he starts talking smack, and then I just get a little frustrated with him. That's why I put him in a box. I got a box over here somewhere. I should have left him in it, but I let him go. You know, he crawled all the way back to Texas. Nomadic Rat Pack. Good to have you here. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. I really do appreciate you coming by. Whoa, Nelly RV Adventures. Good to have you here. Gus Raid. I think Susan put y'all up to that. Susan's okay with Gus, but I don't think Hillbilly Boy is. Lori Hackett, how are you? Thanks for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Shanna Crafts, good to see you. Thank you. RV Underway, how are you? Hello, folks. Good to see you. How's my Navy buddy? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it, Ricky. RV Dog, good to see you too. Thanks for coming by. Aloha Conch, it's good to see you too. No Gus here. Nope, no Gus. Hi, Senior Sister, good to see you too. Artists on the Road, how are you? Full-Time Dream, Wandering Aces. It's a Good Life with Dora and Ed. How are you? And thanks for coming by. I really do appreciate that. My chat jumped. I lost track. New Horizon, how are you, young lady? It's good to see you, and thanks for sending everybody over. I don't know if Gus came. You know, Gus is okay. You know, I'm like William at Camper Life. Gus is okay. It's just Mark that causes him to get in trouble. And then he starts saying things that hurts people's feelings, and they just take it, you know, they don't like that. So they strike back. I can't believe he put Blue Wave Odyssey to work at the house just for, you know, some dry dock, some power, and a place to stay. Worked his butt off. Terrible. All right. Thank you. I appreciate everybody coming by. I really do. And we're going to have a pretty good show. We're going to try to talk about a little bit of stuff. We're going to have a super chat and a giveaway. The giveaway is going to be a question from Wednesday's video. I'll ask the question a little bit later, and you tell me the answer, and the first person that does that will win a Amazon e-gift card. The topic of the week is, what advice would you give a brand new RVer? And if you've been RVing for a while, you know, you've had some experiences, and, you know, you go, well, I got to tell them this. And we'll talk about some things. And if you want to chat it up, let me know what advice you would give. Put it in the chat. Then a little bit later, we'll talk about work camper news, jobs, and gate guard info. And I'm going to have another product review this week. And we're going to do the community shout outs towards the end. And what I'd like you to do is go ahead and get your title ready for your video of the week. And when we do that, I'm going to ask you to drop the title and the date. And we'll see if we can, you know, make some friends. And if we have time, we're going to do a WORKAMPER'S update, and you can ask Steve questions, or we'll do something. I don't know. So I don't know. Sometimes I really have a yearning for bacon. And I got up the other morning and I cooked a pound of bacon. And I thought, you know, when Jill got up, she would help me eat the bacon. So we had bacon and eggs, and she didn't help me eat the bacon. So the bacon sat on the table. I ate the whole pound all by myself. I couldn't believe it. It was just sitting there. It's sort of like when you have a party and all the food's on the table and you're all sitting around and you eat a little bit and then you talk and you eat a little bit. I ate it all. It's not good for you either. All right, moving on. Oh, the chat's really running by. I don't know. You guys just teared it up. RV SWAT, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I hope you guys are doing okay. Last time I seen you, you were like or up in Mackinac somewhere. I hope you're doing okay. Safe travels. This nomadic idea, how are you? Thanks for coming by. I really do appreciate that. It's great to see you. I hope everything's working out with your gig, with your hiking and boating and all your tours and stuff. I don't think they're called tours. I'm lost for words. All right, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so as I get older, you know, I like to help elderly people. And you know, it's important to me that, because eventually I'm going to be an elderly people. I don't consider myself elderly right now. So I was at the bank the other day, and there was this elderly woman over trying to get her stuff ready for the counter. And she leaned over and asked me if I could help her with her balance. Well, you know, I thought, sure, I'll help you with your balance. So I walked over and I just sort of did like that on her shoulder, and she fell over, just fell over. And I said, your balance isn't very good. I didn't really do that. I made that up. That's not true. But I do go to Facebook from time to time. And Facebook has a lot of good information in it. And you got to sort of dig between the lines and figure out what is and isn't good information. And if you ask for an opinion, you'll definitely get one. But I was on Facebook, and I saw something, and I thought I'd want to share it. So I'm going to drop a link here. And if you're interested, you click on the link or read the information and do with it what you want. But Jill and I, we were shopping for a couch for our RV. So we pulled out a knife couch, not a knife couch, a fold-out couch. We pulled it out because we didn't like it, and we got a we got a 2 recliners, but they're RV recliners, and they're very expensive. We would have bought used, but we couldn't find used. But while I was fooling around, just get rid of that. On Facebook, I found this post, and this person said that they found, it says, hello, fellow RVers. We found a great RV surplus furniture store in Goshen, Indiana. They love their new couch. They bought it today for less than anywhere else they looked. Check them out. Really nice folks. They let us put the new couch straight into our rig. So here's the link. If you're interested in buying a couch, or if you want to copy it and paste it to something that one day you might be. I don't know how you feel about used stuff, but we were looking for, you know, used RV furniture and couldn't find any. Here's the link. Just sharing. Now, also, I saw something in Facebook. Now, I know I talked about bathrooms a while back, and I just wanted to share this other Facebook post that I saw. Now, this young lady cleans bathrooms, and she was really frustrated during her post because she was cleaning a bathroom, and somebody came by and said, you know, I need to use the bathroom, and I don't understand why you clean the bathroom when I'm trying to get in the bathroom. But she got a little upset, and here's what she said. And don't take it personal. I'm just reading what she said. It seems like the more they pay for their rig, the more their IQ drops. And I don't know why she said that. And it says, you've paid thousands of dollars for your camper, and you can't use the restrooms or showers in you, and then you got screwed. I bought several rigs, and I've never had a salesman tell me the bathroom has never been used. She said, that's not a selling point, and it does not increase the resale value of your RV. I just thought it was funny because I could see her frustration, and I understand where she's coming from. But the truth of the matter is, The bathrooms in the RV park are for anybody and everybody that wants to use them. If you choose not to use your own restroom, that's okay. You can use the campground restrooms. But I understand her frustration. And then a few people commented, some people use the restroom or their RV bathroom and shower for storage. And I've never heard that nor seen that. Some don't want to have a drain. Some do not want to drain the black water tank and rinse out the hose. Now, I figure most people, that's the truth. So I don't know, I guess. One husband said that he did not want his wife to worry about how long he's spending in the bathroom. Now, I don't know what he's doing, but my wife don't worry about me spending too much time in the bathroom. And then last but not least, somebody posted that they think it's because they don't want to clean their own bathroom, stink it up, or deal with the black tank. To each his own. If you don't want to use your RV bathroom, that's fine. Some people do, some people don't. I understand. Moving on. At this rate, we'll be done here shortly. I saw something. Hold on. Hold on. Here it is. There is a big difference between lying and making stuff up. Sometimes I just embellish, so I might stretch it just a little bit. RV on the wayside. Yes, it is a dad joke, camping therapy. No, I am not the best judge of me. Jill is probably the best judge of me. Okay. All right. So we're moving right along. Last week's super chat, or the last week's super chats, were by William at Camper Life, James Cantonese, and Bob at Blue Wave Odyssey. Now, I dropped each of those links up in the chat. And if you would, just to show your support for them, check them out if you haven't already. They're pretty prominent people in this RV community, so more than likely you've already talked to them or seen them or seen their videos. This week's giveaway is going to be for $10. You know the game. Whatever we get, we split it and we give it away as an Amazon e-gift card. And we'll do that a little bit later. The question from the giveaway comes from last week's video, Wednesday's video. I've already dropped that link. It's up top. I'll drop it again before I ask the question, and that'll be a little bit later. Now, I screwed it up last week, and I don't know why, but I was just thinking about it. I gave away two $10 Amazon e-gift cards because two people got the right answer. One was first, however, one was a moderator. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you know, the moderators here, just like everybody else, they're doing the job. I think they should be included in the giveaway just as well. So moderators are eligible for the giveaway just like anyone else. So everybody's eligible unless you're under 18. And then there's all kind of rules. All right, that's that. Moving right along. Boy, we're doing it good tonight. I might run out of stuff. So you got to help me out. We're asking questions. We're telling people, we're giving our advice. And, you know, we're old. We've been doing RVing a long time, so we've got lots of advice. Bill Morgan said, keep a sense of humor. My first advice is when you're purchasing your first RV, do a lot of research. And I could go on and on and on about research, but the best thing to do is go see the RV. Hey, Kay Flan, the rail fan, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. But the important thing is to go sit in the camper and think about your day. When you woke up, what would you do? How would you do it? Move around the camper, think through your day. You make your coffee, you make your breakfast, use the stove. Just sort of get a feel if it feels right. That's an important part, because if it feels right, then it's a good camper for you. But it might not feel right. It might be the right, you know, arrangement, but it's got to feel right. And I think that's an important thing for brand new RVers. And then RV on the Wayside says, don't spend so much time making long distance drives all at once. Stop and stay at some small places along the way. You won't be disappointed. Yep, good point. Rowdy One says, stay close to home with your new camper during your first few trips. You don't need to be far away from home. Have something break and not have, not that new campers are possibly poorly built. I don't know. I hear a lot of problems with new campers, but you know, you got to work out the bugs. But those are two very good points. And that was one that I was going to say. So you stole my thunder, but that's okay. I appreciate it. Take that short trip. Don't take a long trip. Take a short trip. If you forget something, you can go get it. And then once you get into it, you're good to go. Now, my second one is James Cantonese. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Oops, where's that? Chicken. Chicken says thank you. That's awesome. Thanks, James. I really do appreciate that. RV on the Wayside. Come on now. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a great super chat. I appreciate it. We'll roll that money over. We'll do that Amazon e-gift card giveaway next week. I appreciate that. Supporting the community. It's good stuff. Now, those are two great channels. Go over there and watch their stuff. Show your support just as well. Now, my number two is learn to back your RV. A guy pulled in tonight. I don't know if he was just a little frustrated or upset or what's going on, but he hit a tree and he got stuck on the tree and he couldn't go forward and he couldn't go backwards. And the more he did one or the other, it tore it up a little bit more. Wasn't sure what to do, so he said, screw it, punched it, went past the tree, bent his bumper all the way out, sticking out the back, just like that. I felt bad for him, but you got to be able to back up a camper because you're going to end up backing into a site. You got to go out in the parking lot and practice. Just go out there in an empty parking lot, pick a couple lines, take some cones, take a couple trash cans, drive that RV, try to park it, back it in. No. Senior sister Freebird, I did not know that Corey was in a hospital bed. Is that from the pandemic or is something else? Rowdy One says, make sure you're not overweight. Know your weight limits. I don't know if he's talking about me or if he's talking about the RV. There you go, Donovan. RV SWAT, learn to work on your RV. It will save you money. That is true. As much as you can, learn to work on that thing. The more you can do, the less somebody else has to do. Maybe the more complicated things like an air conditioner, you might pay somebody to do it. But yeah, that's a very good point. Good point. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that, Lori. Lori's saying that Corey was in the hospital since August 19th. I did not know that. I will send my blessings to Corey and your family. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. All right, so should be out Monday, so that means prognosis is good, I hope. I had a friend went through the same thing, really bad stuff. Flesh-eating bacteria, bad stuff. Sorry to hear that, Corey. Okay, here's one. Buy the highest quality tires and replace them every 7 years. I think that's a very good piece of advice. Don't chance your tires blowing out. 2 reasons. One, you'll have a flat tire. Two, it'll tear up your RV. And I know many people that have done that. Then you go, well, you can get a tire pressure monitoring system. I've heard about those. I don't have one. I wish I did, but I don't. And at some point I may look into it. But I think if you buy good tires and, change them out every 7 years, you'll be in pretty good shape. But then again, who knows? You might run over something, tear up your tires. Tear up your camper. You never know. Yeah, that's a good one too, full-time dream. Get to the campground early. Don't wait until it's dark and try to come into a campground. I think somebody said something in some forum that I was in, said a good rule is like 4 o'clock. Get in there before 4. Now, that's difficult if you're coming into a campground on a Friday and you don't get off till 5 o'clock. But get in there as soon as you can. But the best thing is, come in when it's daylight. I know what you mean. But you got to stretch out that vacation. So it's tough. Some people are okay coming in at night. Do fine. Just know your limits. Indiana boy, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you didn't bring Gus along. I do appreciate that. Take a trial run camping trip. We already talked about it, close home. Don't be afraid to ask other campers advice. If you pull into a campground, walk over to your neighbor and talk to them a little bit. Ask them about their camper. Ask them what they do. I had a couple come in. They said they might need a little help. Excuse me. Said they might need a little help doing their drain, their black tank. And I said, I'll give you a hand. Just let me know when you're ready. Yeah, be respectful when you arrive late to a campground. Very good. Use an RV checklist. There's a lot of checklists out there. If you Google it, you can find some and you can make your own, or you can get one and start building your own. But I think that's a good thing, especially between the driver and co-driver or passenger, whatever you want to call it. Husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, work together and take care of different duties. Good stuff. Never leave your black water tank open. Now, a lot of times we leave our gray open, but I close it before I drain the black. I drain the black, close it, and then I usually leave the gray closed for a while and then drain it. So gray's fine, black, no. If you leave your black tank open, you will end up with a poo dam, and that's not good. Indiana boy says Gus is sitting here with me watching tonight. No, Gus is not with you watching tonight. I hope. Come on now, did you have change of heart? I thought you was with me. The anti-Gus committee. Man, dreaming out loud. I don't know if I said hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Really do appreciate it. Virginia Beach. Oh man. That's a good place to be. I hadn't been there in a while. Don't drain your black water tank until it's full. That way you get a full flush. Now, new RVs, they got those flush water hose flush things, and you can flush it out. I don't have that. Cheap. Got an old camper. Make sure both partners know how to operate the different systems on your RV. So that's a good point. And it's sort of not, it doesn't really necessarily go with what we're talking about, but does your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, whoever's riding with you, know how to drive the RV? See, Jill's never pulled the travel trailer. So we parked in a parking lot and she drove around a little bit, but she hadn't been on a road. So that's something that we want to do. I'm a little nervous. Don't tell her. But I think she'll do fine. Happy Place Camping. It's good to see you. How are you? I don't know if I missed you or what, but it's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I know you've been busy. You're a busy girl. I tell you what, I think you're doing a day show like every day in the week, and then on the weekends, and 2 videos a week. You're just busy, busy. Thanks for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Hope Jesse's doing okay. Roadside service. We have roadside service, and I hope to keep it. I haven't had to use it. Have repaired the camper or the truck a couple times, but simple stuff. But yeah, roadside service is a good one. Have fun and enjoy the adventure. Crap is going to happen, and you got to learn from it, and don't sweat the little stuff. I mean, you know, it's going to happen. RVs are like houses. They break, things happen. Hopefully it's, you know, not unsafe, but it just happens. It's going to happen. Well, that's good. I seen a girl pull in here this afternoon driving a 3500 Dodge tandem truck with a 46-foot fifth wheel, and boy, she whipped it in and backed it in, and she did fine. I mean, she was doing it. Took care of it better than some guys I know. No, not you, Rowdy. I'm not talking about you. Limit the number of hours and miles that you drive. Now, Jill and I, we like to get up late because we don't like to get up early, and then we try to drive 300 miles. If it gets dark before 300 miles, we stop. And that's just the way we drive. I like to drive during the daylight, and I don't like to drive a whole lot of miles. Now, if we have to, we will. But we like to wander and take our time and see things and roadside attractions, things like that. Okay. Now, if you're new to RVing, you're a brand new RVer, and you're planning on doing a little work camping, a couple things I just thought of. If you can, start with 0 debt, and that has nothing to do with RVing, but it does work camping. If you can start with 0 debt, it helps you out. If you do not like camping, it will feel like work. Work camping is just that. You're in a campground camping. Now, you can work camp at Amazon and other places. You're still staying in your motorhome or your RV or your travel trailer. If you don't like people, it's not for you. You got to like people. You got to get along with people, and you can't always pick who you get along with. It's tough. You can leave, but then you don't have a job. Anyway, so that's that. That's my advice for any brand new RVers, and I appreciate everybody commenting. It was some good comments, and I probably missed a couple. They can always go back and look at it, but I just wanted to cover a few things that we as experienced RVers would like to share. And we always like to share, right? All right. Done with that one too. Moving right along. Crazy Shepherd. It's good to see you. Thanks. I appreciate you coming by. RV SWAT. Johnny and Tracy. I don't know if you've been over their channel. They're a hoot. They're really nice people. I met up with them over in Louisiana, just north of New Orleans. And we spent a day with them, had a great time. Ate some gator or something. I don't know. Ate all kind of crazy stuff. Good people. American Wanderer, how are you, sir? I appreciate you coming by. It's good to see you. Like I said, I know I missed somebody. I apologize. Maggie 2263. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Work camper news, jobs, and gate guard info. Now, Jill and I, the plan is we're going to go down there and gate guard a little bit. And last week I talked a little bit about it, and I've talked to some people down at the gate guard community, and jobs are starting to come back. Equipment's going out in the field, and they're looking. Gate guard security companies are looking for guards. And I've got a friend down there. He owns a gate guard company. I've talked to him a couple times. I call him a friend. I've never met him, but I've talked to him online a few times and on the phone. He's a really good guy. Sounds like he is anyway. His name is Sean. He works, he owns Timekeepers, and they have a growing pipeline project. Now, I didn't do pipeline project when I was there, and I wasn't quite sure how it worked and what they did, and I wanted to get some information. But Timekeepers is looking for daylight guards. It's a 12-hour shift. You work during the day. And basically what you do is you got to have a 4-wheel drive truck. You drive out to a particular spot and you sit in a chair and you check people in and check people out. And they have a porta potty there for you to use. And that's pretty much it. You don't have a generator or lights or any, I don't know. I guess you got lights and all that. I don't know, maybe not, because you don't have, you're not there at night. So I don't know. So I asked him a little bit about the job. It pays $125 per day, and it's a $25 per day per diem. Now, per diem's for your lodging, because since you're not living at the gate, you got to go find a place to live and travel and, your food, things like that. So the total would be about $4,500 a month. That's not bad, but for us, if I'm working the gate, Jill is at home without a vehicle, and I'm not sure if she can do that because she'll go stir crazy. So it was something that I thought about. I don't know, we might do something like that. We'll just wait and see. But it's $750 a month in per diem. So, between gas and a place to stay, I think $750 will probably get you that. And I was going to drop a link, and I started talking so much, I forgot to get my link. But if you're interested in that, if you're interested in Timekeepers' job, now they've posted it all over the Facebook groups, and that's a great place to go, and you can find it there or find information about jobs. If I can find it. Lost it. Here it is. Here we go. Sorry about that. All kind of stuff going on here. Get that mess out of here. So there's the link. It's Timekeepers. Her name is Rachel. I spoke to her last night. Number's right there on the screen. If you're interested in that, you can give her a call. Again, I'm not in the oil field. I don't know exactly what's going on, but like I said, I talked to her and she seemed pretty optimistic that they were going to be able to hire a few guards. And I told her I'd connect with her in the email. Lucky Dog Productions moderator, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. Yeah, RV SWAT, they did a little gate guarding down there. Quite a bit, I think. So the job is in Freer, Texas. And Freer, Texas is like south of San Antonio and west of Corpus Christi. Also, I found a Facebook group called WORKAMPing for full-time RVers. And what impressed me about this one is there were a lot of jobs. There were a lot of jobs posted for WORKAMPER'S. A lot of the Facebook groups do allow it, and they do post jobs. They post reviews and, good news, bad news. And the Facebook groups are good. If you got a question, jump in there and ask them about the campground. But I thought this one was pretty interesting. And also, they allow you to post your videos that you produce on YouTube. Post a link. Now, I don't know if they let everybody or how they manage that, but I did see a few videos. I think RV SWAT was in there. I think I saw his video on that Facebook group. But that's a good way to spread the news about your videos. Let's do it that way. How about that? Oh my goodness. All right, I dropped it twice. There it is. Everything's working slow for some reason. Froze it up. So there's a link to that Facebook group. And if you're looking for work camp and work or gate guard work, there's a couple tips for you. And where are we at? I got time. Well, barely. All right. So there you go. A little bit about some jobs. All right, tonight I'm a little upset at myself, but I want to talk about my product of the week, Surge Guard. All right. I don't know. Can you see it okay? I'm all backwards. Surge Guard. It's an entry-level portable surge guard. It's model 44260. It's 30 amp because my camper's 30 amp, but they also make a 50 amp. This particular one has 4 out of 7, or 4.7 out of 5 stars. Now that's pretty good. They had about 987 ratings, and I thought it was a pretty good deal. Now, the truth of the matter is, I didn't buy it. I had wanted one forever and a day, and I thought it was very important because you can burn up an RV and it'll cost you a lot of money if you don't have one. And it's really good deal because it analyzed the circuit on the pedestal. It has indicator lights to give you status, so you got power on, open neutral, open ground, a reverse polarity where, you know, somebody did that, and no power. That one's pretty easy. But it's a surge guard, so hopefully if there's a problem, it'll trip and it won't burn up your RV, or it won't burn up electrical cords to your RV or any of that. So I just thought that would be my product of the week. If I could hold the thing right. Also comes with a fancy lanyard so that you can lock it to the pedestal. Now, the reason you got a lanyard is it's $113. You know, I'm cheap, so $113, that's pretty expensive. What happened was this young lady pulled into the park and she had some problems with her camper and she asked me to look at them. Now, I did it off the clock that I wasn't representing the park. I did a little work for her and she said, well, I'm going to pay you with this. So she gave me the surge protector. I thought it was pretty cool. I had wanted one, but I kept pushing it down the road. I kicked the can down the road, and I shouldn't have, because sure enough, something's going to happen and then you got a problem. So I purchased it. If you would like one of those, I have an Amazon link down below, and you're welcome to use my link and purchase your own. Or you could do like I did and kick the can down the road and hope nothing happens. You know, sometimes you got to kick that can. It's just the way it happens that way. We did have a camper that was here as a seasonal, and the plug from the pedestal into his camper caught on fire and smoked it up, burnt the cable, burnt it up, had to have it replaced, burnt the receptacle up, and he didn't have a surge protector. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Unfortunate. And I know a lot of people has done. Senior Sister, Freebird, thank you for that super chat. And Chicken says, thank you as well. And I sure do appreciate that. Bless your heart. Senior Sister's a good person. I tell you, good people. I appreciate you coming by. I try, Senior Sister. I try. All right, $113.44. How many of you shop at Amazon? Isn't Amazon crazy? You can go in there one click and buy something. Put a credit card online. And I think one day, not even talking about drones, one day Amazon's going to be so awesome. You just think about what you want and it'll be at your doorstep. It's like, man, I wish I had toilet paper. Boom. There it is, right there on your doorstep. Toilet paper from Amazon. Some guy drives up, tosses it out. I don't know. Technology, we move it along. You know, there's one thing about this pandemic. Everybody's online now. Everybody's buying online. Might be a change. You know, a lot of sticks and bricks might go away. All right. Here we go. I think super chat giveaway. It's about time. Let's give away Amazon e-gift card. Let me find my link, because if I don't find my link, it's going to be bad. Where's it at? Hold on. I don't even know why it should already be there. Links. Here we go. Here it is. All right. Hopefully I won't mess this one up. I really try hard not to mess it up. All right. Here we go. Don't comment until after you see the question in the chat. And I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm watching the YouTube comments, not StreamYard. So don't get confused. If you see your name first on StreamYard or something like that, YouTube. So that's where I'm watching it. You wouldn't see StreamYard anyway. I replaced the RV incandescent ceiling lights with LED lights in my last video. It's actually a little long. I didn't mean for it to be. But I replaced the lights. I'm not complete. I still got more lights to replace. The first person to comment the correct number is the winner. So there's the link. How many more LED ceiling lights must I install to have all LED lights in my RV? No, B Bear, it's not 8. Rowdy 1, it's not 8. You guys are guessing. I don't even have 8. No, not 5, not 8, not 9, not 5. Y'all just naming off numbers. No, I'm gonna. All right. Senior Sister Freebird was first, and it's 4. I have 4 more LED lights to install, and then I'm done, and the whole camper has LED lights in it. The reason I didn't get the last 4 is there's a couple singles, and I'm still playing around with how we want the lights and so forth. But Senior Sister Freebird, congratulations. Thank you for that. Let me see if I can get that comment up here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I do appreciate everybody chatting along. There you go. Senior Sister Freebird. Thank you, ma'am. I'll need you to send me an email, and I will go ahead and arrange for that Amazon e-card. It's pretty quick. You go to Amazon, you click once, boom, you got an e-card. They make it easy. Thanks so much to the Super Chat supporters. I appreciate that. And like I said, what we did this week, we'll roll that over to next week's giveaway. I really do appreciate you supporting the community. And everybody else that guessed 4, congratulations, but you were too slow. Senior Sister was like on it. And who else was in there? Let's see. Here we go. RV on the wayside, he said 3. He may have meant 4, but he said 3. Maybe he mistyped it. James said 6. All right. Now, here we go. Moving right along. I'm ahead of myself a little bit, but we got a good pace. Everybody's doing well. I appreciate it. We're not a grow channel. We're going to have a community thing. Hold on. Let me put my banner up. I'm not putting my banners up. Here we go. There you go. Right there. We're not a grow channel. Don't want to be. Don't claim to be. That's not what I want to do here. Don't comment in the chat that you went over and watched somebody's video. You don't have to. Go over and you leave a comment, and they'll know you watched their video. That's the way you do it. Check out their channel. Watch their videos. If you see someone that is in this chat and you don't know them, you're not their friend, go over and check out their channel. And this is the way you do it. Watch their video. If you like it, click like. If you don't, don't. If you want to dislike it, dislike it. Leave them a comment. Tell them that you found how you found them. How'd you get over to their channel if you're new to their channel? Tell them Steve Turtle sent you. If you think someone else would like to see it, share it. Share it on one of your socials. Share it to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you like. If you want to follow them, follow them. Click the red button and become their friend. If you don't, that's okay. Don't, because it's not going to do them any good if you don't. All right. Go ahead and if you got a video coming out, go ahead and drop your link. Drop the title. I know you can't drop a link. I apologize. Drop your title and the date that you're going to post it. And then everybody in the chat, look at the videos and see if you do or do not already know them and make yourself known. Wandering Aces, recent video, Motown RV bed upgrade. Okay. Wandering Aces, Adventures, Billy and Brenda. They're new to the community. I think. Hold on. I might have you mixed up. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Did I go away for a minute? I think I took myself out of the chat, out of the studio. Dreaming out loud. Good night, Steve. All right. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Really awesome. Dreaming out loud. You got to go over there and see his van build. It's pretty awesome. He's got some outdoor lights that he's putting on his van. Pretty awesome. Camping Therapy has her tiny glamper camper video coming out. It's really nice. It's really nice camper. She's got a nice camper. James did a video today. Get on over there and check out James' video. James, a good man, an old truck driver. RV on the wayside. You talking about me? I look blank. Did I have some dead air? I didn't mean to. All right. I got papers all over the place. Got stuff all over the place. Okay. WORKAMPER'S update. Ask Steve and Jill. I think all of you know exactly what's going on with me. Next week, we're going to have Rowdy One's going to be here in the park. We're going to have a meetup. Now, right now, it's just me and Rowdy. If you're in the area and you want to come by, you're more than welcome to come by. Friday night, we're going to have a live stream. I'm going to have Rowdy One up here in my live stream. We're going to talk about something. I'm just not sure what yet. It's going to be a hoot. Because he and I, we have a good time when we're together. And you're going to have a good time because you're with us. And then we're going to the Hershey Show. It's actually in Lancaster, but I'm calling it the Hershey Show because I want to go to the Hershey Show. So I'm going to the Hershey Show this year. And Rowdy One and I are going down to Lancaster. We're going to Clipper Stadium. We're going to an RV show just because. And I'll probably have a video about that. And we might even talk about it a little bit Friday night, come up with a plan. But it's going to be fun. Jill and I, we're holding out. We're trying to hook up a work camping job. We have 7 more Fridays, and then we're going south. Although Jill looked at me today and she goes, "What do you think about staying another?" No, I don't want to stay to winter. I will come back and pick you up. I'm just saying. Gus didn't stop by here, Indiana boy. Rowdy One's video of the week is how to make an Amish woman happy. I gotta find out about that. I gotta see what he's talking about. Okay, I got it scrolling across the bottom. If you would like to be on the WORKAMPER'S show, you'd like to tell a story, you'd like to talk about work camping or talk about anything that you want to talk about, send me an email. Let me know what your idea is. May have you on the show. May let you review a product and drop your link. It's totally up to you. Send me an email if you're interested. And then after next week, the following week, I think I gotta come up with something. And then the following week after that, I'm gonna have, and I lost my note and I don't know. I'm gonna have a guest and we're gonna talk about stuff. And it's gonna be a hoot. Also, if you have any questions, send me an email or send me a message through Facebook or send me a chat if you got my number, or a message if you got my number. And if you have any pictures that you'd like to share to the community, let me know. And we'll see if we can get those up on the screen and talk about them. Now that was dead air. Boy, I tell you, I was trying to think of something and I didn't have anything. All right. Now I run out of gas and I got 5 minutes. So I really feel bad about Corey, and I don't know if they're still in here or not. If you would, please say a little prayer for him tonight. I guess for the most part, the prognosis is good. That he said he's getting out of the hospital, so that's a good thing. But you know, in today's times, with all this stuff going on, it's just not good. And I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about viruses and all that stuff. But you know, there's a lot of unrest right now, and I guess a prayer every once in a while won't hurt. Pictures. RV on the Wayside. Now, tell me a little bit about your live stream tomorrow night. What time is it? 7:30? Now, I don't know if you've seen RV on the Wayside last week, but he did a live stream for Mark and Carrie, the Art and RVing, and Gus, the Muppet, and did an awesome job. He did a really good job. And he's going to have his own live stream. It's going to be the RV on the Wayside live stream tomorrow night at 7:30. I think is it 7:30? Yeah, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what Texas time is, but if you're not doing anything, you got a little time to spare, go over there and check him out. He is awesome in the community. He's a moderator for a couple different live streams, and he and his wife just purchased a house down in Texas, and they're getting their house together, and it's got a nice pool. I'm going to his house just so I can swim in his pool. But he said something about showing chest hair or something. I don't know what. Okay. He's saying 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from Texas. It's Saturday night. There you go. I don't know. I don't know if you could use that live. It's Saturday night. That might be a copyright infringement, Donovan. Yes, Camping Therapy, thank you. Steve Turtle is live every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're in the area on a Friday night and want to come by, I'll let you get right over here or here, wherever. I'll let you get in here. I think I'm going to have Doreen from Camping Therapy. I'm going to have her on the show. I'm going to have her sit over here or over there. And Susan from New Horizon, if you come on down, you can be right here too, right here. Or over there. RV dog. Roof, roof. Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're going to be in trouble. All right. It's 8:58, and that's about it for me. And I do really appreciate everybody for coming by. It's always fun. Hopefully it was a pretty good show, a little bit of information, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of levity in these times. I appreciate everybody taking a little time out of their day to drop by. I had a pretty good showing tonight. I really do. My wife says I say really do appreciate it too much, but I don't know. I do. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Donovan. I appreciate that. How's it going, Steve? Nice to meet you. Hey, Nomadic RV Tech, how are you? You dropped by almost a little too late, but I'm glad you come by. I'm glad you dropped in to say hi. I really do appreciate it. Okay, that's our show for tonight. If you like this show, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this one. We got one on Wednesday, we got one on Friday night, and who knows, we might have one another night, maybe. I appreciate all your time, and I see you next week. Bye. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Doreen. Thanks, James.